Welcome to Seen It Here, where you come for all your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nicky Tay.
And today, we are reviewing Bad Samaritan.
Kanye West doesn't care about black people. Directed by Dean Devlin, starring David Tennant and Robert Sheehan. So we got Bad Samaritan, right? This is, like I said before, Dean Devlin directed. This is his second film. He blessed us in 2017 with Geostorm.
Is that a blessing?
No, it was more so a curse because, after The Day After Tomorrow in 2012, did we really need a Geostorm? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
But Bad Samaritan might actually be a film that you don't need, maybe want. You don't know you want it, but you want it.
Yeah, it was definitely a film that, once again, I could say I was caught off guard because this was another one of those weeks where I'm just waiting for the blockbusters to begin, especially coming out the Avengers. I'm like, this was a down week for movies, but Bad Samaritan really did surprise me in a good way. The movie was well written. I can say that for sure. So that's one big thing going into this movie. You're going to get a movie that you will enjoy as you watch it.
The genre speaks for itself. It's a horror thriller, and that is exactly what Bad Samaritan delivered at its core. It was thrilling. It was pulsing, if you will. There was a heartbeat to this film, and you felt it every minute of the way. Now, that being said, Bad Samaritan has some bad acting. Now, before I get into the bad acting of the movie, let me talk more about the plot of Bad Samaritan. So the film focuses on two young valets who, in their spare time while you're sitting down at your meal enjoying your chicken Alfredo, are meanwhile breaking into your home and robbing you of all your valuables.
Welcome to Nino's. That's a beautiful car, sir. Yeah, don't touch it.
But this time they chose the wrong person. And this is where this movie takes a turn for the, better. So after this particular part, we see the bad guy originally, because he was robbing people's houses, turn into a good Samaritan or Bad Samaritan based on the title. We don't know, but that's the beauty of this movie, is that you don't care, you're just along for the ride. And again, as I said earlier, David Tennant played an excellent villain. I thought he was someone who propelled the movie forward and made it so intense, as I said previously. Yes, he was one of the bright spots in the movie for sure. He kind of reminded me of the Purple Man from Jessica Jones.
Yeah, essentially you could say this film was everything that happened to Jessica Jones with Kilgrave that we didn't see.
And with the performance off of Jessica Jones, I would say that he kind of gave you the same level of a great performance. I really thought he did well in this. He probably was one of the best actors in this particular movie,
if not the best.
Everybody else was just okay. You know, they didn't blow me away. They wasn't believable. And that is where I think the biggest negative to this movie is probably the acting. Because the story within itself is not bad. It wasn't super duper cliche. They had a lot of cliche parts in the movie.
Oh,
but the plot itself wasn't so, I would say it was a little bit more original. Yes, we have seen movies where someone, goes into the wrong house or follow the wrong person and it ended up to be a bad thing. But Dean Devlin took it and made it a little bit different. And that's the best part of the movie as well, is the fact that it's not so ingrained in what we know as far as a thrilling movie. And this movie was thrilling. I will give it that. There were moments where I was sitting up and I was very attentive, wondering what was going to happen next. And, I almost want to yell in the theater, no, don't do that, because the movie did have those moments. And that is why you go and watch a thriller. You go to watch a thriller / horror movie for those moments where you want to just yell out at the character like, why are you doing that? That's so stupid.
You know why you're not in their little jail right now? Because you're in mine.
Exactly. Thrillers are supposed to get you emotionally involved, just like dramas. Those kind of films go hand in hand in tying the viewer to what is actually going on with the main character. Another thing that would have really helped in that situation is providing more of a backstory to the villain. I think the few flashbacks that they showed kind of tried to barely get you into the mindset of the killer. But again, it's only, superficial. They barely scratched the surface. Why is he like this? Was he just born to be, malicious? Okay, I can deal with that. Show me some trauma. Give me some reason. Make me almost somewhat conflicted for what I'm seeing on the screen. Maybe give him an out, you know, as we saw with Killmonger or Thanos. Give us this proposition. You have a bad guy, but his motives are either, you know, somewhat genuine or, you know,
inherently evil.
Inherently evil. Like, just give us something more to this villain to make the story just that much complex.
And they really didn't give a lot of backstory as far as like making you believe that these people would do the things that they did. Even with the Good Samaritan, or Bad Samaritan, like we call him. Even his reason behind saving the woman wasn't really even worth it. It's like, you came here to rob the house and now you want to save her? And now you go through all of this. We go through an hour and 47 minutes of you trying to save her. Is that really what this turned into? Like, you just that good of a Samaritan where you like, I want to really save this one. I know her family. No, it just wasn't believable. If I was in that situation, I would have called the cops and I would have went about my day. That would have been the end of it. And like Nikki Tate said, the reasons behind the antagonist or the protagonist really didn't even really make sense.
One thing I really enjoyed about the movie is the cinematography. I thought shooting in Portland, where the weather is more dreary, has this foggy look to it, made the movie that more suspenseful. That was a great choice in terms of scenery, and they used that extensively throughout the film. Going from the city, showing you alleyways, even a scene within the woods. I'm guessing that was on the outskirts of Portland, Oregon. That was just beautiful, and I think for that reason, that added to the overall feel of the film and made it even something, again, that I would commend and even recommend worth seeing again. In closing, I think Bad Samaritan did exactly what it wanted to do. It wanted to provide a movie that was thrilling with few jump scares to make it something that was memorable and perhaps something that you would even give a second, third, fourth watch. Fourth watch maybe too much, 3 watches. It was good. I would have to give the rating of a 6.8. Ray actually called this in the car. I'm very upset, but it is watchable. It's not amazing. It's not great, but it is a good movie. It's a solid, I would see it again on the late night, AMC, Halloween Fest. I'm like, oh, Bad Samaritan's on. I'll give it a watch.
Bad Samaritan was just another movie. It did not do anything for me as far as make me ever want to see it again. The movie was serviceable. It passed. It get a passing grade, but that was it. It was just another movie that I seen this year. And by the beginning of 2019, I probably won't even remember this movie.
Ouch.
This movie wasn't bad, but like I said, it was just another movie. It was just another movie. That's all it was. Just keep it simple. If you want to go watch something that's thrilling and have this moments of, I guess, scares or jump scares, then you can go watch this movie. But if you just don't want to watch another movie, you could take this week off if you would like and just catch it when it's on TV. I would give this movie a 6.25. A little bit better than your average mediocre movie, but like I said, you know, the choice is yours. The movie is watchable. It's not bad. I'm not coming out and saying this movie is inherently bad. It's not. I couldn't come on here and rip this movie. The movie had a lot of decent substance. It's just that it didn't blow me away. And that's why I gave it what I gave it.
That completes the review of Bad Samaritan. 2018 has been a roller coaster for horror movies. I mean, we started out with Insidious, The Lost Key. I can't remember which, but it was an okay movie. Then I got Winchester, which I don't think you saw. That was terrible.
Thank you.
That was terrible. Then we got Quiet Place, which was awesome. And now we're at Bad Samaritan. So this is like, you know, we're coasting into another big hill, potentially. Not a bad roller coaster, but certainly not one that you are blown away by. Oh, we had The Strangers too. See, that was like the loop you got, and you completely forgot about that one. As always, let us know what you thought about Bad Samaritan if you had a chance to see it. Hopefully you did if you're watching this review, and if you're watching this review for fun, thank you. We love to talk about movies, and we love to have you comment on the movies that we're talking about. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. As always, hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of our reviewing content. And don't forget, you've seen it here. Kanye West doesn't care about black people.
I need that. Like, I need that. I'm keeping that. That's beastie.
Are you?
Yeah, no lie. No lie. I'm keeping that.
I was ready for that.
Today, we are reviewing Bad Samaritan. She was chained up in leather like a horse.
You know, that little side hustle is to rob you while you are enjoying your chicken Alfredo at this fancy restaurant. And now, don't knock it till you try it. It's hard out here.
The Alfredo or the robbery?
Either one. And don't forget, you've seen it here. Bloody hell. Oh, fucking. I did. Fucking.